Hello everybody, it's Stingersplotch back with another video. It's now the middle of November, and so this is my new video showing my Blu-ray, DVD and video game haul for the first 2 weeks of November. So there's quite a lot to show, most of which is Amazon related, but I'm going to go through everything that I've acquired in the last 2 weeks and yeah, show you all what I have. So I've actually got a little bit of a structure this one where I've put them into order of where I've bought them from, so it's easier for me to remember these sort of things. So the first ones I'm going to show actually were purchased from Amazon Marketplace, and they are the 5 series of The Guild. The Guild is a show that was like a web series, I think, but it was shown on Xbox Live for free, and I just really enjoyed the show. Big fan of Felicia Day, and it's a really cool, you know, comedy about nerds who like video games. Well, in particular, sort of like the World of Warcraft style game. So I picked up the first 2 seasons in one box set, and then also season 3, season 4, and last but not least season 5. Some really cool guest stars as well, like Will Wheaton, are in these series. So it's a really good series to check out, and I managed to get these for, I think they were about £4 each, so really cheap. And a fantastic series, so definitely check it out if you're into that sort of thing, or if you may not have been aware it was out on DVD. There's some nice little extras in it as well. The next 2 I actually got from screwattack.com, and they are the Angry Video Game Nerd seasons 1 and 2, or volume 1 and 2. Now, obviously, the Angry Video Game Nerd is a massive YouTube phenomenon. Big fan of James Rolfe, and have been for a very long time. And I actually was a bit naughty and got the rips off them offline, and online, sorry, and you know, made my own DVDs. But I actually thought recently, you know what, he deserves support, monetary support. So I went and bought the official DVDs, just the first 2. I think they were about £6-7 each, just to show they are legitimate and not a copy or anything. There's the discs there. And these are the first few years of the show, and there's some, you know, really funny episodes and really good extras as well. So I'd definitely say, you know, it's worth, especially same with The Guild. You know, these episodes can be seen for free online, but if you want to try and support them, because the more you support them, the more you'll, you know, there's more chance of them making more, and that's always good. So that's them out of the way, DVD wise. So now we're going to move on to some Blu-rays, and there might be some DVDs and games as well. These first ones I just got today from sendit.com, and they have an offer on at the moment. They had some Blu-rays. I think they were in a 2 for £12, might have been 2 for £10 offer, but they also had like 10% off items as well, so they're giving like a double discount basically. So I picked these up for about just under £5 each, which I thought was a good price because they're not really in other cheap Blu-ray sales. So the first one is Clerks. This is the 15th anniversary edition. I think it's got everything that was on the Clerks X 10th anniversary edition, which I've got on Steelbook DVD wise, but it's all crammed onto one Blu-ray, I think. So I don't think there's anything else actually in this that was different to the DVD, but it'll be nice to see it in HD, even though it's black and white, obviously. The next one is 30 minutes or less. I've been meaning to see this for a while. From the same director as Zombieland, obviously stars Jesse Eisenberg from Zombieland, and Danny McBride from Eastbound and Down, Aziz Ansari from Parks and Recreation, which is not that well known in the UK because it's never bloody aired, and it's never had a DVD release. But it's a, you know, a movie I've been after looking to get for a while, so it was nice to find it cheap enough to get. So looking forward to checking that out. The third one is Bad Teacher, which I basically bought because it's Cameron Diaz. I don't know that much about it, but the trailer looked pretty funny, so I grabbed that one because it's cheap. The next one is Copland. Been after this for a long time. I didn't realise it was out on Blu-ray until recently, so I managed to grab that from the collector's series. I don't know what's you know, what's so great about making a collector's series, but still, it's nice to have it. And the next one I just got because it was cheap animated movie. I like animation. A Turtle's Tale. It's a British animated movie as well. All the cast are British or Irish. So yeah, I thought I'd check that out. I think it's 2D and 3D as well. So if I ever do upgrade to 3D, I've got a cheap movie to check out. Right, these next two are from Play.com. The only two I got from Play.com in the last 2 weeks, actually. The first one was The Rescuers, Disney Classic number 23. It was only £9. It was the cheapest around, so I thought I'd get it from them. And the other item that I got from them was Men in Black Alien Crisis. It was a cheap PS3 game, and it's only one of 2 PS3 games I've got this fortnight. The other one I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, it's not very good, but it's a nice little blasty game. You don't have to really think about it too much. And moving on from that, the only HMV item that I've got in the last fortnight is Men in Black 3, the HMV exclusive steelbook, which I haven't opened because I got the Men in Black trilogy a couple of days earlier from Play, the Men in Black trilogy Blu-ray steelbook, which is exclusive to them. So there's no point in me really opening this, because you know, what's the point in opening it when I've got everything already in the other set. But it's got a nice effect on it, and we'll say that it's a Marmite sort of steelbook. Some people hate it, some people like it. I think it looks pretty good. So the next item is one of my last 2 purchases from Tesco Entertainment, because they've folded into Tesco Direct. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Hardened Edition, and I haven't even opened this up yet, but I'm not bothered about the online, to be perfectly honest. I just like this to get the collectible steelbook and other items that are included, and I like the campaign, so I'll just get round to it when I get round to it. But I haven't been playing a lot of games at the moment for some reason. I'm more into movies at the moment than playing games. So these next couple are from Sainsbury's. The first one is Heat. This is the Warner Premium Collection Steelbook. This is the only one that I've got so far from the Weird for 12, because it was only like £9 or something. The rest were a lot more. Although I have ordered Blade Runner Inception. They're on the way from the hut, so I just hope they come in good condition. This one actually is the second one that I got, because the first one I got from Sainsbury's had a ding on it, so that had to be sent back, but they sent me out a replacement straight away before I'd even sent the other one back, so that was good. And the other pack that I got from Sainsbury's is this 3D Blu-ray pack of Cloudy the Transfer Meatballs, Monster House and Open Season. Why did I buy it when I don't have 3D TV? Well, it's because Amazon told me on their description that it was a 6-disc set, so I presumed it was 3D Blu-rays on one disc, 2D on the other disc, and I was going to sell my 2D versions of these 3 films, because I got this set for 15 quid, so I thought £5 per 3D movie, and there's a 2D movie included. The problem is there's no 2D movie included, it's just 3D Blu-rays. But I thought, you know, for £5 each, you know, I can keep it, and maybe one day I'll get the 3D, and I've got them. If not, I'm sure I can get my money back later on. Okay, so the next few I actually got from my brother. I went over to visit him briefly the other day to drop off some stuff, and he had some things for me, but I'd asked him to buy from Sainsbury's a while ago, when there were big deals, probably not so much now, but yeah, he got me Conan the Barbarian, 2D and 3D in one, which is £5, and he just basically charged me what it cost him. That was £5. The other one was 127 hours double play, which I think was £4, but he watched that one. I didn't mind him watching them, like. And the third one was The Firm, which was £3. And then I also bought off them, because they're quite hard to get now, at least cheap, Complete George and Mildred, because I grew up on these series on ITV, you know. It was like 10 quid for that. And Man About the House, which I also got for 10 quid, which is obviously the front runner, or the original series that George and Mildred spun off from. Man About the House, which is based on Three's Company, or maybe it's the other way around. Three's Company might be based on Man About the House in America anyway, and then they had a spin-off series called The Ropers, which didn't do very well, but George and Mildred did very well over here. And then there was a third series, another spin-off, which was Robin's Nest, when Robin moved into a restaurant, and he had a restaurant on the go. I haven't got that on DVD yet. These next two are from CEX. because they're out of print. The first one, so when it's out of print, go to the X because I probably have it. The first one is the New Statesman, and this is actually a really hard to find set, because I had this years ago. I think I paid 30 quid for it. This was back in like 2004, 2005. Actually, I might have paid 20 quid for it, but I sold it for like 40 on eBay because it was out of print. It's a nice digipack set of the complete series, brilliant series, but I sold it, and then later on it got re-released by Network in a cheap packaging, which I didn't really like, so I ended up selling it. I don't think I rewatched them again, and then I saw that the other day, that it was 8 quid, and the barcode matched this one, and the picture matched this one, so I didn't know if I was going to get the new Network version, or this original, I think it's Cinema Club, version, and they sent me this one, so there's a tiny little bit of damage, but for 8 quid, I'm not going to grumble, because it's an absolute bargain. And the other set that I got was the big bottom box, which I've owned a few times before, and ended up selling, just because usually I'd buy it cheap, sell it for more, and then I always thought I'll just get it again later. Well, now it's out of print, from Universal, so you can't get it anymore, and the individual live episodes, are rare as well. And the movie Guest House Paradiso, I think, is out of print, so they basically have stopped selling them. So this was 15 quid, but I think it was a bargain for what you get, all 5 of the live shows, plus the movie. And there's also a best of live, which I'm still not sure why they put that in there, because it's why would you need a best of in a box set with all of the live shows? But I guess if you just don't really want to watch all 5, you just want to watch the best bits, you could. But the first 2, for me, all of it's good. I've never really been that into the others, but the first 2 bottom live shows were phenomenal. There were 2 videos that my dad actually let us watch, even though they were 18 certificates when we were kids. So I always remember that. He allowed us to buy them. We actually bought them, I remember, from Our Price, if anyone remembers Our Price, in Milburn Gate Shopping Centre in Durham. And I think they were like £2 each or something, because they were closing down. And so we got them from there, and that's one of my childhood memories, watching Bottom 1 and 2 all the time as a kid, which we shouldn't really have been watching, but there you go. So that'll do it for this first part of the video. I'll come back with a second part with a lot more items in it, so I'll be able to be quicker with it. But the other video will be my eBay and Amazon purchases, but I'll just tack this onto the end of this one, so I'll be back here. Okay, so straight to part 2. The first ones I'm actually going to show are steelbooks, because I've decided to show them now, so there you go. So the first one I've got is the Basket Case Trilogy. This is from Amazon. Really cheesy 80s horror, all 3 on 3 individual Blu-rays, which is nice. Pretty decent artwork. And then we have the Sony wave, just 3 in this wave, of Ghostbusters, which I've taken the data sheets off these because it's a bit annoying. Plus you get to see the really nice artwork. There's Hellboy. And these were all, I think, about £8 or £9 from Amazon. And the Evil Dead. Really awesome, cool artwork on these. And then I've got some from Amazon Germany, which I imported. The first one is the Complete Matrix Trilogy, which they've got back in stock, because the original print run there went out of print, so they made some more. This is about 20 quid, so not cheap. It's a cool set. This next one I actually just got today, the Spider-Man Trilogy. Well, for some reason it just says Spider-Man on the steelbook itself and on the spine, so it looks like it's just a steelbook for Spider-Man, but it's not. It's a Spider-Man Trilogy set. That was about 18, 19 quid. And the third thing I want to show you, which cost me a pretty penny, I think it was 40 quid. Because it's 50 euros. Oh, put it down there, there we go. It's the Amazing Spider-Man Amazon exclusive. It's a big box set. You get the 3D steelbook, 3D and 2D steelbook, plus there's a comic book, although it is in German, and there's a statue, which I'll just show. Got it over here. Get this statue, which is pretty cool, although it is rubber. And I think there's also like a DLC code for something for the Spider-Man game. Not so sure on that. But it's just a really nice exclusive box set. So yeah, it was a bit expensive, but at least now I can watch Spider-Man early, I guess. I just hope it's worth it. Just put this down there, 2 seconds. It's getting in the way. Okay, so moving on. Showing the steelbooks now. I'm just going to go through the few eBay items that I've purchased recently. Most of these have slipcases. I think pretty much all of them do. Yes, they all have slipcases. So I'm on a bit of a slipcase find at the moment. Basically, if it's a movie that I'm interested in and it's got a slipcase, I'm trying to find it with it, or purchasing the slipcase separate, buying the Blu-ray separate. So the first one is Munsters. Although I've now just ordered the Blu-ray steelbook from Germany, so this one's sort of a bit redundant now. But it's a really cool effect on the cover there. I picked all these up for about, well, between 4 and 6 quid, I think it was. Next one is Season of the Witch, because as you know, I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage, no matter how bad the film is. And the third one is Safe. Again, I'm a big Jason Statham fan as well. This is supposed to be a pretty good film. So it's on the list to watch, but there's a massive pile, obviously. This next one is Tooth Fairy. Now, with this one, this is the limited edition triple player. I bought this on eBay, and it was an absolute catastrophe. As you can see, the slipcase isn't perfect, but it's quite a rare slipcase to get. And when I purchased this from an eBay site, it was a woman, and she was selling it because the kid didn't want it anymore. And this isn't the Blu-ray case that came in, but the Blu-ray case was atrocious. For a start, you know how you get the plastic on the outside so you can put your sleeve in? That was totally ripped away. You might be able to see some damage there. The Blu-ray case was cracked, and inside shows well. Basically, this plastic tray was ripped out, and the whole spine was ripped down. It was just terrible. I mean, I don't know how she managed to sell it in that condition, thinking that it would be okay. And she basically said, when I told her about it, that she thought it was all about the movie and the packaging was not important, really. Okay, whatever. So anyway, she refunded me most of the cost because I wasn't happy about it, because I obviously had to replace the case. But yeah, it was. I mean, I understand some people do just want the disc itself, and it's fine. But when you're buying online from anyone, you want it to be in good condition. You know, nobody would be happy if I sold them a Blu-ray and it was just in a case, it was cracked, damaged, you know, had all sorts of stains on it, and was in bad shape. You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want to buy it, so why would you sell it? But that's my little rant on that. So the next one is Centurion. I've been wanting to watch this film for quite a while now, because the director did Dog Soldiers, which I really love that film. Still haven't seen it on Blu-ray yet. I don't know if it's available, but really awesome movie, and he's from the North East as well, so it's good. The next one is Last King of Scotland, which I've been after for quite a while as well. So I watched it years ago on DVD, so it's nice to have it on Blu-ray. The same with Walk the Line. I love this slipcase. It reminds me of the German steelbook that I used to have. It was exactly the same cover. And I missed that steelbook, so it was nice to get the artwork back anyway. The next one is G-Force. Basically, because I saw the steelbooks, I wanted to get the Blu-ray back, and I purchased this. Wasn't aware that it came with the slipcase. Actually, this was just I think it was about 3 or 4 quid. So I wasn't expecting the slipcase, so it was really cool that I got that. These next ones I bought in a bundle. There's Scream of the Banshee, Husk, and Fertile Ground. Just cheap horrors, really. So I figured I'd get them actually. This one out as well. I also got Fortress of War in that set. They're all from the same company. They're After Dark originals, although this one's a foreign movie. I didn't realise this was just in a job lot, so this one I'm actually selling or trading. Now this next one is really cool. This is the Incredible Hulk. This is the HMV exclusive lenticular slipcase, one of the rarest UK slipcases. And I actually managed to get this on eBay for like 99p plus £1 postage. You know, maybe the woman didn't know she had, but yeah, it was only 2 quid. And then I picked up the Blu-ray for a few quid as well, so it was a really nice, cheap way of getting the HMV exclusive set. So I'm really happy with that, because it is a really cool cover. This next one is The Hills of Eyes 1 and 2. Can't remember if I had this in the last video or not, though I'd include it anyway. And the last one is Troll Hunter, Lenticular. That might have been in the last video as well, but I'm just going off, because basically I get that much stuff. I've just been going off what dates were posted out, or what dates people said they posted stuff out, and taking that into consideration from the last time I did a video. It's pretty disorganised. I think from now on what I'm going to do is, when I get items in, I'm just going to keep them separate, and then once I've done a video, then put them away. But yeah, so anyway, that is the eBays out of the way. So now, let's move on to the Amazons. I'll probably do this quite quick now. So the first one is Mike and Molly Season 2 on DVD. This is an Amazon exclusive. Really big fan of that show, so I had to pick that up, and it's not been out that long, so it's a good price. The next one is Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas, 3D and 2D. A nice slipcase. And then I got a bunch of more Blu-rays from the 3 for £17 offer, so they're under £6 each. Cheapest around I could see anyway. Commando, Castaway, starring Tom Hanks, LA Confidential, which I've got an extra copy for the competition, which I haven't forgotten about, but I'm going to let it go for another week because hardly anyone's bothered to enter, which I'm a bit annoyed about. We have Gandhi. These are from the Sony collection. I've started getting these now. These have really nice slipcases as well. So I've got Gandhi, Stand By Me, and Bridget on the River Kwai. These are all part of the 3 for £17 offer, so it's a good cheap way of getting these classic films, with really nice packaging as well. Some more classic 80s comedy with Beverly Hills Cop. Actually got like 9 Blu-rays in one package. Pretty much all these came in one package. Mole Rats, which I've got an extra copy for the competition. Teen Wolf, and Spaceballs, which I've also got an extra copy for the competition. So then the next one, this is a brand new release, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, with slipcase, basically because this is a movie I wanted to see for a while now, since I saw the trailer, so I picked that up. It's on the top of my to watch list. A few cheap WWE imports from America, because they haven't been released over here, from their Superstar collection, which they've now stopped doing, because basically this was like a cheap collection. It's supposed to be aimed at kids, because it was only like $10 or something. The 3 I've got here is John Cena, Zack Ryder and Daniel Bryan, and the reason was they wanted to get more people looking at the product, so they've just put like a sticker on. I've got like 4 or 5 matches on each one, but the reason that they stopped doing them is because they weren't selling them to kids, they were selling them to everyone, and people weren't buying the more expensive DVDs because of it. I mean, I bought these were $2.50 delivered from America, so goodness knows how they made any money that way, but there you go. So the next one is another one in the 3 for £17 offer, Bugsy Malone. Love that film, awesome stuff. Here's another new release, don't get it out. Killer Joe. Trailer looked pretty good, so I'll check that out. Next up we have Nativity. I've got a few Christmas Blu-rays in, you know, because I always feel it's good to have Christmas movies to have at Christmas. So there's Nativity, there's also The Snowman. This is really nice, new 30th anniversary edition. I bought this from Amazon because it was the cheapest price around. It was about 7 or 8 quid. Brand new release, really nice effect as well, with the snowflakes on the slipcase. Here's one I just got today, The Sweeney, finally on Blu-ray. Finally glad to get this. It comes in a bit of a strange case, and it comes with a book as well. The case is actually designed by Scanavo, who obviously are behind Steelbooks. It's a strange case because you can actually see the disc, because there's 3 discs and there's no swing tray behind the Blu-ray banner, which you'd never usually see. But yeah, it's a really cool set to have. Really love the Sweeney, and I just hope they bring out the rest on Blu-ray. I think they are planning to. So the next one is Katy Perry, the movie. Part of me, you know, Katy Perry's awesome. You know, a lot of people don't like her, but you know, I think she's a really good singer, and she's hot as well. I mean, I don't know what Russell Brand was up to, but there you go. So the next one is Modern Family Season 3. Comes with a nice slipcase. I love this series. Goes with my 1 to 2 box set. And yeah, it's just a fantastic show, one of my favourites from America right now. A couple more classics for Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life. Just got this today. Comes with a really nice slipcase embossed, also some art cards and an original poster. So yeah, definitely will be checking that out on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, along with White Christmas, which I bought today as well. £7 I think it was. It's a good price. Okay, so the next one is a DVD. It's a Trolley Series 1, which I actually got for £2 from Amazon, because they had a mix-up with my order. Basically, I had an order that was supposed to be delivered and didn't get delivered till much later than it should have been. So they gave me a £5 credit. So I got this for £2 instead of £7. Really love this series, and Series 2 is just as good, probably better actually. So yeah, it's one of my favourite British series at the moment. So we've just got a couple more to go. First up we have the Chronicles of Narnia, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. This is to go with my 1 and 2 box set of the first 2 releases. And this one, again, I actually got this slipcase separate to the Blu-ray, but they both came on the same day, because I traded the slipcase for a points code that I couldn't use for the Disney Movie Rewards scheme, and someone kindly traded for this slipcase, so that was cool. And then the last 2, I just got these the other day. Spy Kids Trilogy, 3-disc set. I think this was £13. Cheapest way to get all 3 on Blu-ray. I know the 4th ones are missing, but there you go. And finally, the biggest Fokker collection ever on Blu-ray. And this is the only way you can get Meet the Parents on Blu-ray, I think. It was £12, which is half the price of anywhere else, and I'd pay that just to get Meet the Parents, and probably Meet the Fockers. Little Fockers I'm not bothered about, but you know, it's a good cheap box set anyway. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. A long one again. But that's everything I've got in the last 2 weeks, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with more purchases, I'm sure, although maybe not as many, because I really have to wind down now. It's Christmas coming. But until next time, thanks again for watching, and take care. Oh, and to the people who put dislikes, do what you want. Haters are going to hate. People are jealous, especially in America, apparently, because I can check out where these dislikes are coming from. And when 34 dislikes come in one day, none for a whole month, and then 34 dislikes in one day, someone needs to get a life. And now the dislikes will continue. But yeah, so thanks again for all the other people for watching, and see you all again soon. Take care.